guys, what's up? My name is Zach and I'm bringing you guys a new TV review today for The Walking Dead Season 7, Episode 6. Now, let's talk about this episode. Now, you might be wondering, I'm in a different location than I usually am for these recap shows, but Melissa and Corey didn't make it over tonight. They were a little not feeling under the weather. I'll just tell you what they thought. Corey hated it. Melissa liked it. How do I stand? I liked it. I like this episode, and I do think that some people will view this as a pointless episode that was just filler, but it wasn't. There's something about this episode that I think it will tie in immediately down the road when we do see something that goes down between the Saviors and Hilltop and Alexandria and the Kingdom, and I think Oceanside community will be joining in on that as well, because we did get that background that they were involved with the Saviors and they do have those problems with them. So that was something I really did enjoy, and I do love Tara and I love Heath from the comics. Tara is a very enjoyable character, and this episode actually made me appreciate her more. I actually love Tara's character. She's very outgoing, very out there, and I've been watching the old Walking Dead episodes, and watching her character grow is so fantastic. I really like the ending with her and Rosita talking. That was something very special, and she's learning, and I mean, we have all this revenge going against Negan. That's gonna happen sooner or later, and I can't wait to see where that builds up to. Now, I was a little disappointed because I really like Corey Hawkins, the guy who plays Heath, and Heath for me is one of my favorite characters in the comic books, and the fact that we are not getting Heath in the show that much is a little disappointing to me. I understand that he is tied up with 24, the new series that they're making, but for me, when I got marked in this episode that it's a Tara and Heath episode, we didn't get that much of Heath. And now we have no fucking clue where he's at, and that's a little disappointing me because I want to see more of Heath, and I feel like we probably won't get more of Heath, and eventually we're just going to see him show up, and he's probably going to die soon. And if he even does show up again. But what I will say is that I did enjoy Tara's centric episode. I did like seeing Oceanside. I like those characters that they introduced out there, and I think that's going to be something that's really going to tie into. This is seriously an episode, though, that if you aren't on the Tara bandwagon yet, I think this is an episode that you should get onto and learn more about Tara. It's one of those smaller episodes. The only major problem I really have with it, besides the Heath thing, was the fact that I think the placement of this episode was completely wrong. The fact that we have not seen Carol, Morgan, or Ezekiel in the past 3 weeks is a joke to me. We should have seen more of that community already. That's a community that you established and built upon, that people want to see more of this tiger, this community, everything that's going around those. I mean, Carol and Morgan are two major characters in The Walking Dead, and we've barely got anything of them, which is very disappointing to me. For me, the big thing they need to go back to is what Season 3 and Season 4 and some other episodes would do, is where they'll show some of what Rick and Michonne are doing, and then they'll go and show what Negan's doing. And it's kind of like the Game of Thrones thing, how they show multiple characters throughout the episode showing what they're doing, because then you at least feel like you're moving along with the plot. And I think The Walking Dead is failing in that and needs to go back to that, because then it's going to lose its luster, and that's a problem for me. And I hope eventually they will go back to this. Thank God Tara's now back with the group. Hopefully next week we'll maybe get one of those things where we see some of Rick, maybe some of Daryl, maybe some of the other groups, but I do want to see more of Carol and Morgan. I feel like this placement of this episode was so badly placed, but I did enjoy the episode, and I can't say anything bad about it. I did enjoy it. I thought the zombie scenes were great, actually. Some of the zombie kills were great, also. I loved how Tara pulled out the bag and all those zombies erupted out. That was very intense and very suspenseful, and it was very cool seeing that. I mean, for all we knew, we didn't know which one of those two were going to survive, if even any of them did, and that was very suspenseful. I think that's something The Walking Dead's been doing very well so far. Now, is this the best episode ever? No. Hell no. It's not one of the best Walking Dead episodes, and it's not one of the most entertaining. Some people are going to hate this episode, some people are going to like it, some people are just going to think it's alright, and some people are going to love it. I'm in the majority or in the minority, wherever the people are at, is that I did enjoy this episode. I think it's a fun episode, and I think it's something that establishes more into the Walking Dead world. I've come around to seeing the show as more of a drama than an action or anything of that nature. I just want to see more of the characters that I've bonded with, and want to see more of those, not just a Tara episode where she's introducing something that's going to set up later on, hopefully. But besides that, I did enjoy this episode. It's not my favorite one, and there's only 2 episodes left for the rest of the year, so I'm hoping those 2 episodes will seriously bang some power and some emphasis that the first episode had with the whole killing of Glenn and Abraham. I really hope they can bring more to this. If they can't, then, I guess we're going to have to see where they go from there. But besides that, guys, what did you guys think? I want to hear what your guys' thoughts are. Comment down below. Let me know. Make sure to like and subscribe. And also tell me, what did you guys think of this episode? I think this is an episode that a lot of us are going to be in the minority on, and a lot of diversity with this, just like the Morgan episode last year. But I did enjoy this episode. Not the best, not the worst, but it's another Walking Dead episode, and I can't wait to see more from the show. It's catching my interest back from the last season, and I'm hoping they can really come full circle around before the mid-season premiere and not disappoint us, because this season I've enjoyed, but it's not my favorite yet. I love the Negan character. I love Tara's backstory, that we got more of this in her characterization, and I just want to see more from some of the other characters. But besides that, guys, thank you so much for watching this, and make sure to check out more. Thank you so much.